Are we live?
I think we're live.
I think we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly Stellaris stream. I am Davide.
I'm Steven, the game director of Stellaris.
I do marketing things, I think.
Mm-hmm. And he keeps me from saying things that I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah,
he's got the button that bleeps me out, right?
Oh, right. I want that button.
Oh, hey, that's on my side now.
Oh, no, I want that
you
button.
You can't reach the button, so I can say whatever I want.
Okay,
those are the rules, right?
Yeah, today is the first ever unabridged Stellaris stream.
Actually, I've been sitting here the entire time we've been doing these streams.
Yep.
So if you see him lurch across to push a button, that's when you want to be recording and listening.
Okay. So what are we going to do today, Steven? Because for no reason at all, we had, what, 2 dev diaries, 2 patch notes this week?
Yeah, but 4 updates in 1 week is kind of rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for no reason, we had a dev diary on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely no reason.
And then today we had another dev diary that was a little meatier.
Okay.
But I was thinking that I would show off, since in all of these I've been showing off the 4.0 builds, or sorry, 3.9.9. We'll jump into 3.9.9.5 for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll show off a couple of things. I'll show you the tooltip that I raged at for about 10 minutes before this, which will not be fixed for tomorrow, but it will hopefully be fixed for, next week's update.
Okay.
And then maybe we'll go look at some meat chips.
Yeah, sounds like a perfect plan.
Meat chips.
All right.
Yeah.
And then chat, if for any reason you have questions, of course. What do I mean with any reason?
Just
sorry, this is the end. This is the end of an email. I spent way too much time looking at my screen today. I'm like, don't hesitate to please reach out for any comments, question, or concerns. Sorry, chat. But if you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm here reading the chat as well. We also have our community team that is in the chat, and they will forward me any question. And then also we have, I'm pretty sure, some members of the team, of the Stellaris development team, in the chat that might pop and answer your question.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, hi, my name is Davide. Thank you. I'm the other guy. Sorry, I forget the name. All right, let's start.
Okay.
You need to press
the button.
This button?
You can do it. I believe in you. You
okay.
push the button.
I pushed the button. Job done.
Okay, so this one is 3.9.9.5, despite what it says on the bottom. I hope. Let's find out. Okay, so we're gonna.
What are we playing?
We're gonna keep going common, or you know what? Let's do Commonwealth of Man instead.
Okay, we're playing Commonwealth of Man.
It doesn't really matter for the things that I wanted to show today. Ooh, hey, look, here's my patch notes.
I have them. No, wait, I have them here.
Haha. Well, I've got them right here. So we added Betharian Zone, which I'm not going to show you because I would need the planetary feature, and I don't feel like looking it up. We've added, let's see, the advisor voice that we were talking about last time. So down here, this is actually 3.9.9.4. Awesome.
Oh, we're playing on 3.9.9.4?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong branch.
Uh-oh.
Yep, this is definitely the wrong branch.
Okay, so
look, we're doing this live.
Let's go back to this, and then let's change the branch.
Oh yeah. I installed the wrong branch.
So chat, just a few moments as we change branch and we access the secret branch where we have the cool stuff that will be released tomorrow.
At least we've got stuff in it that I was able to immediately be like, hey, this is wrong.
Yeah, immediate notice.
We will show off some meat chips after we show off a couple of things in tomorrow's 4.0 thing.
Yep.
So let's see, fixes and improvements. Unbroke all colonies. That's a patch note if you ever had one.
Wait, how were the colonies broken? I want to know because
there were a couple of ways they were broken.
Okay, because we had a whole conversation about the fact that I was, Steven, why am I not able to colonize stuff? And you were, it's your fault, Davide.
Okay, so one of them we actually snuck in 3.9.9.4 in a, quiet, don't tell anyone update. It really should have been 3.9.9.5, except that would have been, taking a little longer to do. That was the city districts being replaced by city segments from ring worlds constantly.
Ah.
Okay, this is going real slow. So how about we go to meat chips right away? Because and then we'll come back to those things.
Yep. Oh no! Wait! It just
now it's going. I say the word meat chips, and then that,
okay. But that was the first one, and then what was the second bug? You said it was a couple.
Oh yeah, there was. I don't know the details because I remember what it was because I pushed for this to get fixed in today's thing.
Okay.
There was doesn't matter. There was a thing about zones. If you had multiple zones, the third one didn't work.
Okay.
The players found this and posted about it in the feedback thread, and
we fixed it.
Useful. Yeah,
So-
we fixed that one. Fixed issues with catalytic processing civics. Fixed the chosen habitats. Pirates are a little less gung ho to form, so they will not appear right next to your starting capital 1 month after the game starts. Pops will now automatically migrate to planets with 20% habitability or higher instead of 40%, and increase the base flow of auto migration. These are important because auto migration is a bigger part of the system, so we need them moving, and it wasn't always apparent why they didn't want to move. Especially since the tooltips are terrible. I was raging about tooltips earlier. Ask Grunts about that. He might be in chat, but probably not. Alfred's probably around, and he can yell at him for you. So, okay, let's see. Push the button.
I just wanted to give it like a couple. Remember that they told us to wait a couple of minutes to make sure that the scene picks up the screen capture. Meanwhile,
no wait. Okay, let's see. Updated city set graphic scales. City districts now change their name and descriptions based on their zone specializations. This one we felt was important because partially due to the terrible tooltips, you can't always tell what you're doing. How is this affecting things?
All right,
button.
let's press the button.
We've waited long enough. No, we haven't.
Let's see. Let's wait.
This is what he was telling me that,
Give it a second.
It'll do it. We believe in you.
Yay! We made it.
We're sending you our energy. Okay, so Commonwealth of Man again.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions, meanwhile, from the chat.
Okay.
Will we be able to dismantle or remove habitats in 4.0?
You can right now. It's the Colossus or the Star Eater. They're very, very good at it.
All right, and then Demi Knox is asking, is there a way to replace zones once they're built?
Yes.
I imagine, yes.
So here we've got our city district, which is Space Age Industry. It's Space Age Industry because we have these garbage buildings here and nothing else. So let's get ourselves some cheaty resources. Yeah. And okay, what do we want?
Alloy.
Alloys? Power gamer. Okay.
You made the same comment yesterday.
Of course I did. Okay, so we've got our foundry zone here, and now we've turned into urban foundries. And we've got our nice little flavor text change here. If we get rid of these, this was a lot of fun to do, actually. We made flavor text combinations for every combination of 2 things. Okay, someone said change zone. So here, if you select your district, you've got your zone details here, and this will let you swap them out. So what do you want now?
I want trade. Trade. Yeah.
Bam.
And how do I select if I want to change the other one instead?
Then we can be like foundry zone.
You
change this one.
Yeah, okay.
So here we've got our industrial trade nexus now.
Yep.
So this makes it a little more obvious that the zones are affecting the district.
Yep.
We haven't set it up for these yet, but we'll have that shortly too. So here, bureaucracy.
So we have trade and bureaucracy. We got the regulatory
exchange.
All right.
Meet ships. The thing that I was going to show the last time was, look, it's Hunt for a Hyacinth.
New sit rep.
Oh, this is the... Oh, this is our new...
Yeah, so we added a Mandarin advisor in 4.0, and it's now available in the beta.
Yeah. Can we give a shout out to June? Our market grow manager, who is constantly helping us reaching out more and more players. And that because this advisor was a lot of her talking to an agency.
So this advisor is voiced by the same voice actor that did the Grand Archive trailer for us. And when I listened to the Grand Archive trailer in Mandarin, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And then June did all the work to be like, yeah, I got the same guy to do a video because you liked it. Or not the video, the advisor voice. And I was pretty psyched to get this one in. Let's see. So what am I? Yeah, administrative bastion. Oh, I like the research one here. Research and fortress was one of my favorites.
There are people in chat that are saying that absolutely love that advisor. Like
it's
literally
really
caps
cool.
lock. Caps lock. Yes.
Yeah, so this one's a fortified center where scientists and soldiers collaborate to create unpleasant surprises.
I like the pleasant surprises.
I love
part.
unpleasant surprises. Okay, so. Okay, let's do some research and stuff like that, just so you can hear a couple more of the things that it says. So, this is pretty cool. Let's see. But he did a really, really good job with it, so
Yeah.
I feel like showing it off a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think it's really, really cool.
Okay,
Again,
do we have any questions?
we have a couple. So will robot be able to full Cylon and ascend into organic species?
We do not have a ascension path currently of the Pinocchio fantasy.
Okay.
You know, becoming a real boy.
We will not get.
No, not in biogenesis.
Okay.
Maybe in the future at some point. We talked about whether we wanted to do that for the machine age, actually, but it was incredibly complicated. Curiously, a lot of our events are like, hey, are you a machine? Or hey, are you organic? And if you're organic, then a lot of them tend to be like, oh, so yeah, when we evolved on our homeworld and things like that. So basically, we'd have to rewrite a lot of events to take into account we started off as machines and then became organic.
Okay, I see.
The synthetic and machine events assume that you had a creator or you created yourselves. So that was less of a thing. But we have a lot of events in Stellaris. It's like almost like having over 8 years of content adds up over time.
Okay, and then would require you to go back and.
I mean, we will at some point, I'm sure.
All right. You heard it here first. I'm pretty sure that there are some content designer after going, no.
No. They were so angry when I was like, yeah, we're making individualistic machines. No, actually, they were psyched.
Yeah.
They love doing this sort of thing.
And then there is any plan to let us click directly the zones and change instead of a few clicks by first clicking the district.
Hey, we've completed a task. I would like this to be clickable, and it should at the very least bring up this window. Because non-clickable areas in here are terrible and bad. They're bad and wrong. Let's see. What else? I can also go through some more of these patch notes.
We have...
We compressed Unity and added job swaps. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a weird patch note. But basically, we have significantly enhanced the job swap system and stuff like that modders will probably go wild about once they start experimenting with it. It's a lot easier for us to now swap the name, icon, and description and production stuff of jobs. So this is how we're getting away doing things like you have death priests and managers, so you have termination specialists or something like that.
Okay.
Alfred pointing out that the Meat Ship Dev Diary was published 3 hours ago.
Yep.
Let's see.
I wonder who wrote the dev diary.
Not me. I didn't write this one.
No, it was Alfred.
Yeah. Let's see.
What else do we have?
We fixed ring worlds again. More. So now they can actually produce food out on their rural zones. Let's see. Oh, other things. We now have... We've gone through all of these buildings and things like that. There are now spammable buildings for all sorts of just flat job things. Because a lot of players were saying that I need a small amount of, say, trader jobs, or I need some consumer goods here, but not a huge number. We had a little bit of this before. Ooh, an anomaly. And we've changed the number of jobs you get from basically everything. So everything you know is wrong. Like our research labs are now giving us 30 of each physicist job. And here we have the bio lab, the engineering lab, and the physics lab, which each tell you that they reduce the upkeep of things, but it also converts all of the scientists on this planet into whatever you pick. Tooltip bad. So let's build an engineering lab.
Mhm.
And now, over here, we've got our in specialists. We have a bunch of engineers. Helps if I can click on things.
Yep.
And all of our scientists are specialized.
Uh-huh.
More research labs. And now our research labs are giving 100 engineers instead of 30 of each. Strongholds. What kind of questions we got?
Let's see. How many songs would be added with the new expansion pass? From Ward and Duro.
With the whole expansion pass, I don't know off the top of my head. I
Except-
believe that there were seven new songs in Biogenesis, including the front end theme song.
Yeah.
I think.
I think.
If you check the announcement, I probably said it there.
So yeah, probably there is a dev diary that went out on Monday, and probably it's there.
And then there's probably going to be more because I think Shadows of the Shroud also has some.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Also, there is. Will there ever be the addition of a leaning planet origins where the pops may act as spores, spreading the planetary consciousness now that zones are implemented? This seems to be two things that we have. I don't know if they work together.
So we do have a planetary consciousness origin called Wilderness that is in Biogenesis. We'll be talking about that in a few weeks.
And then
And
the pops acting as spore spreading, isn't that the Gardeners of the Galaxy origin that we invented?
Fruitful Partnership.
Fruitful
You made me
Partnership.
change the name.
Yes.
I mean, you did.
I did. That's true. So can you beat me?
It was like, you can't call it that. I'm like, no? Okay, so let's see. We've got other things. New data bank icon, further timeline tweaks. In the timeline, we got masking working. I know that's not super exciting for some of you, but it's exciting for me. Empire focus. Look, things actually fit. The reason I'm excited about that is because it means that I can use event images in a lot more spots that I'm not supposed to use them in.
Aha.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Pop count, housing, and amenities on planet view use short notation. So here, instead of having like gargantuan numbers, you actually have proper SI notation. Let's see.
Can I just? I
we
just got
didn't get-
confirmation from the chat, the internal chat, that 7 songs in Biogenesis is correct.
7 songs in Biogenesis. Okay, that does include the front end music.
Yeah.
Which is really, really good.
All right. Then, have you ever considered having anomalies discoverable based on your level sensor tech, allowing events to be spaced out through the timeline instead of mostly just being a starting game feature?
We have discussed this more times than you can imagine in design discussions. So some of the issues that we have are that right now the surveying is very, very binary. You have surveyed the thing, and resurveying is not currently a thing. So we would have to rewrite the entire surveying sort of logic in order to support deep scanning, which is what we've always called it. And I think it's been on the, hey, should we do this now? List since I started here. So ancient relics. I'm not calling myself an ancient relic. I mean, I might be an ancient relic.
Okay. Let's see if there are other questions, unless you want to show anything else in the 3.99.5.
Let's see. Replaced upgrade button with icons. Yeah, I already showed that. That gave us more room here. Do we want to show any more of these?
Oh, you want to show all the different creative
Not all
names?
of them, but a couple of them. Well, what do we have? Research and research and trade. That's a tech consortium.
Mm-hmm.
And spiritualists have a different set, obviously, because instead of bureaucracy, they get temple stuff.
Is the consortium the one we called Stockholm yesterday?
Yes, this is the one that you called Salcom.
Okay.
Innovation is guided not by truth, but by quarterly earnings. Oh. Currently, you can only replace zones that have no buildings in them. Product Development Center. where design and discovery intertwine. Every breakthrough is quickly patented, packaged, and available in multiple colors.
This is brilliant.
So, yeah, we had a lot of fun writing this. And by we, I mean I. Because I haven't had that much fun writing text since the Galcom. You should have seen the original buzzword standardization text. They made me cut it down because it didn't fit in the UI.
So wait, you wrote all of this yourself?
This? Yeah. The content design lead then went through and made it better.
Okay.
Because, he's the expert. And he was like, don't use second person here, and not everyone sleeps. And this is very Earth-centric and stuff like that. So he improved it significantly. Someone... Is Unity District going to give priest jobs for spiritualists? Yeah, it should. If it doesn't already, then I'm going to scold my designers.
Here is a question that I know that we were talking about yesterday. Have you fixed the shortage upkeep? It's giving you trade value instead of costing, is kind of messing up the balance.
Yes, that one is actually fixed. So planetary deficits are now actually consumed. Okay. So that is something that is fixed. We did find a issue where your planet did not include. So all empires have a baseline production that we just kind of hand you out of nowhere. So it's here, the base 20 energy, base 20 minerals, base 20 food. We increased some of this in Fora. 15 consumer goods if you use them, 5 alloys, and so on. Here in your planet production, we include that on your capital world, but behind the scenes, it's actually just appearing out of nowhere. So in tomorrow's build, I'm not sure if the fix made it in, where it did not count that for the planetary deficit. So you might be charged logistic upkeep for, having an energy deficit or something like that when you don't actually have an energy deficit, because the code was correctly saying that, well, this planet is only producing this much. Yes, your empire is getting 20 food out of nowhere, but that doesn't count. It's going to count.
Okay, so that's a known issue.
That is a known issue that is already fixed internally. I'm just not sure if it made this build.
Okay.
And I've done too much terrible things to this planet to be able to tell if it actually fixed.
Yeah. Alfred is asking, can you swap to a death cult megacorp quickly?
No, because I would have to make it.
Yeah, so, sorry, Alfred.
Maybe next week.
Okay. Do we see any other questions? Oh, let's see. We haven't looked at YouTube in a while.
That one's too far for me to read.
Yeah, it's also like right behind the line. So like trying to read it is.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Let's say.
While you're looking for things, I guess I can start making a death cult.
Okay, you start doing that. How do
the
you
United
see
Death Cults of Earth?
How do you see the POPs evolution in the new planet's interface? I'm not sure I understand if he's talking about the progression of the growth of POPs or he's talking about the evolution. So
what did he want? Death Cult Megacorp?
Yeah, it was a Death Cult Megacorp. Curious question to the dev team. Do you guys ever think of making a Stellaris movie? Like your trailers went from 2D to full 3D with the real trailer of the Machine Age. It was awesome.
I talked to him about the Stellaris cinematic universe constantly.
Yeah, constantly. And then I put a price tag
and
to
he
it.
put the price tag on it, and then the studio manager gets sad.
Exactly. So yes, to the point where I did some napkin, I'd say, okay, yes, this is how much it would cost. And then somebody went sad and said, no.
So the thing that Alfred really wanted me to show off here are that this is the name swapping and job swapping thing that I was talking about before, where if you are a death cult megacorp, and then it combines the manager and death priest into an extinction manager. Bureaucrats.
When the addition of ship so with the addition of bioships, that's what I was reading wrong. Will we have new ship sets releases for both bio and mechanical ships? For example, the Shroud ship sets will be for bio, mech for both?
Okay, so the ships that are in Shadows of the Shroud are mechanical ships.
Mhm.
It is theoretically possible that we'll add more bioships in the future, but for now, we have those two ship sets, the Spinivores and the Shellcraft.
Yes. Okay.
Speaking of which, is it time?
Is it time? Yeah,
It's about time.
Let's show some bioships, because in case you missed it, on Monday, for absolutely no reason, we had another Dev Diary shadow dropping. And we're
Monday
like,
Dev Diary, that's crazy.
yeah, only the Dev Diary. And then I was like, oh my God, Steven pushed the Dev Diary. Now I need to announce everything. No, that's not what happened. But we announced Season 9, which is our new expansion pass, which includes Biogenesis, Shadows of the Shroud, and Infernals species pack. And today we dropped the first Dev Diary for Biogenesis, which is our...
Meet ships. That's like the name of the Dev Diary.
Yeah, like it's not that he's becoming suddenly a hooligan yet. But yeah, so in May, we're going to release Biogenesis. May 5th is the date. So right now, we can also start showing you some Biogenesis stuff that the team has been working on for a long time. And we're really excited because we have some really cool stuff. For example,
Meet ships.
This has been going on since November. Like, Steven would approach you randomly.
We were planning this since before the Machine Age launched.
It's literally like that. I think that the name of the Dev Diary has been there for more than a year.
Okay, so I bet it's still black.
Yeah, it takes just swapping. It's going to take a couple seconds. No, just just
behold.
do that.
Give us your energy. Hey, there it is. Okay. So, one of the reasons why we were unable to put everything into the open beta is because of Biogenesis. We did a bunch of things like ship set changes and things like that. In order to have this.
Aha.
Meet ships.
So
we have the Shelly Shellcraft, which are very crabby. Reject humanity, evolve into crab. And then we have...
How was that thing that you were mentioning to me a while ago, that all life will eventually evolve into crab?
Carcination. Everything converges to crab. I forgot to wear that shirt today. I meant to. I'll wear it next week, if I remember.
Next week.
So here are some of these. In this particular build, we have a bug where we only have the civilian ship showing here. So I will just have to, pick them.
Mm-hmm. And show them.
Have some, yeah. Okay. Why do I not have... Who am I? What am I? Oh, I picked something wrong. So let's edit the UNE because that's actually what I meant. So as everyone knows, humans use Spinivores or Shellcraft. What do you think?
Spinivore.
Spinivores?
Yes.
That's actually canon.
Absolutely canon.
Mm-hmm. It is now. So this is the United.
Also, like, you think that, like we just mentioned, these are actual conversation happening in the Stellaris open space all the time.
The United Meat Ships of Earth. Crabs.
Crab people. Oh, they were telling us to pick Spinivores because most of them are animated.
Well, I picked Spinivores because
we like them.
Actually, I like them both. So here are our meat ships. Look, I got Chivos.
I got achievement.
So, as a bioship empire, you will start with a combination of weavers and maulers because Alfred found that without the combination of the two, the maulers got beaten up by star bases, I think. Was that what it was? Why did you give them the weaver?
And now we need to wait. I think that the stream is a couple of minutes behind, so we need to wait a couple of minutes
either
to get
way,
the answer.
We have a bunch of different things, and that tooltip is flickering annoyingly. So maybe we'll just look at it in our...
Are we going to see more tooltip rage today?
Anger. So, yeah. The ship designer is a little bit different too, because we needed to be able to support multiple stages of development simultaneously. This way we wouldn't bother you and be like, hey, you need to make a ship design for your, fully grown maulers and stuff like that. So we have our combat mandibles, because our ships are bitey, and our small shard accelerators, which are spiky. Deflector musculature, nanocomposite carapace, and a reactor booster, because we needed the power probably. Here's our instincts and different things. I'll let you all get the tooltips. Meanwhile, our Weaver
the Weaver
has the vector lock cannon, which targets enemy ships and reduces their evasion and sublight speed, so the maulers can catch them. The maulers can catch them anyway. The maulers are really fast. But it makes it easier for them to catch them. And it will also increase the speed and evasion chance of the maulers in the fleet. They also have a couple of shard accelerators, more reactor boosters, and more of these things.
That's okay. Can you...
Oh no, there's unemployment on Earth.
Oh no. Too real.
Too real.
Yeah. But can you talk about a bit about the various stages of the development of the meat ships that were part of the Dev Diary today, but maybe not everybody has read it.
Well, they should read it.
Yeah, they should read the Dev Diary.
It's on our forum.
But maybe, can you give us a TLDR?
Okay, so meat ships. No, that's not a meat ship. Oh, here, let's pause this because I don't need to collapse into a planetary revolt. Okay, so like I was showing here, meat ships have 3 stages. They start off as juveniles, then they start growing up, and then eventually they become the fully grown version. Ooh, Gazelle, that's such a nice name for such a spiky meat ship.
Yeah. Gazelle, okay, I would think of a snack, but okay.
So, here, let's start cheating. As we do. As we always do. We always devolve into cheating. So, there's 3 different sections here. This is for the small, and then once it grows a little bit, and then once it grows a lot. There are different things that you can put in here. Different, there's the metabolisms, which are their power plants. This one is... this is their jump drive equivalent. Everything has new icons, so I can never remember what anything is.
This is the speed.
This is their engine equivalent.
Yep.
This is their sensor equivalent. And then combat computers. And then this one. So there are growth glands that you can put into your bioships, which will give them growth progress. Let's update you to have that. Here, I'll actually let you guys see these two, because each of the different ship types also has little unique things that they can get. Okay. Let's save you. Yes, we'll save you. No, not as a new design. We want to save you. Okay, no. It'll let us save it regardless, but we want growth. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to show you all of these. Ooh, fancy. And now let's upgrade these guys.
But so going back to the growth phases, because I understand that the meat ships work differently compared to other ships.
So here is a maturation cycle.
Yeah.
It will grow
Ship
over time.
Upgrades applied.
So my ships should be growing now. Unless I've cheated too much. Okay. So in 27 months, they will grow to the next stage. There's also in the starbase, we can upgrade you.
Council agenda ready.
Construction.
there are growth chambers.
And what do they do?
Construction completed.
The growth chamber adds growth progress, but also increases the upkeep of docked bioships.
Okay.
This way, we can grow faster.
So basically, you feed them a lot.
Yep.
And then they become bigger faster.
Because now it's down to 10 months.
All right.
There's probably a bunch of questions that are being asked.
There are plenty. I'm just like letting you go through all of this, and I'm going to go through questions.
Grow faster. Faster, faster, faster.
Should we just do a countdown like 4? This is the worst. 3, and I'm enjoying this.
I'm hoping I get a planetary revolt right before it finishes.
What's the condition for the growing? Is it experience or food?
So the growth nodule thing, the one that's here on the building or on the starbase, increases their upkeep significantly, and it also has a bunch of food upkeep on it. The ship-based ones, fleet management, also I believe have, they have a pretty beefy food cost compared to some of the other stuff, and increase the food upkeep as well.
Okay.
So now
the answer is food.
It's mostly food and time. So now our maulers here are mature rather than juvenile, and they will upgrade. So they have moved into this category of thing. Here we can look at the different, like what will it look like when it is in the different states.
Oh wow!
So yeah, this is the Weaver, juvenile, mature, elder, spiky boys. The Harbinger, elder, mature, juvenile. Looks like a tick.
Yeah, it looks.
The Stinger, juvenile, mature, elder. Auto generate designs doesn't give me any XL weapons because it thinks I can't afford them. Because I have no strategic resource income, because I'm a cheater. So
this looks really cool.
The 4 base ship types use the growth stages. Things like the Titan and stuff like that do not, because they just start off as big boys. So that's the Titan.
That's the defense.
That's their defense platform. Also spiky. Ion cannon. Oh, there's nothing down there. Nothing to see there.
No, nothing to see there. We're not seeing that.
Should I skip past it?
Close the window. Close the window.
Close the Juggernaut, like I said. There's nothing between Ion Cannon and Juggernaut. So spiky.
I really like what was the name? What was the name of the second ship we saw?
The Weaver?
Yeah, Weaver. Like when it gets to the mature, like the final stage.
The final one, the Elder.
So
spiky, so cool.
Exactly, like so many spikes. There are only those many spikes you can put it on a ship, and they have them all.
So these are cool because they have their point defense weapons are not actually point defense weapons. They are support weapons. They either buff your fleet or debuff the opposite fleet. So.
Yep. All right. I think that there are a lot of questions in the chat. Should I start going through them? Meanwhile, we're starting a new game just to be able to cheat some more.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat some more because I love to cheat.
Yep.
Shipset. I want to switch over to the shellcraft.
Yeah. While Flamingo was asking, do mega structures also have meat skin?
They will have skins, although they are not explicitly made of meat, I believe. Alfred can correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
How then, Gabic27 is asking, how would the Void Dweller habitats work with meat ship sets? The habitats are a part of the ship set after all, so would they now cost food to build and upkeep?
Let's go check.
We're going to check.
Look, here's the United Habitats of Earth. Convenient. Ship sets. I need a shellcraft anyway, right?
Mhm.
I haven't checked with the art team recently, Alfred says. Will there be an achievement for killing the Scourge with bioships? That was actually one of the ones we were thinking about doing, because it just seems like a fun one.
And then Christopher G is also asking, aren't point defense support weapons too?
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So here is their habitat. It is very shelly.
Oh,
That looks really cool.
it looks incredibly cool.
I actually haven't seen the shellcraft habitat until now. I saw the concept art, but I never actually saw that one in game. Okay, so let's cheat, because cheaty.
Lord Dibble is also asking, do ships take up more navy and fleet cap as they grow?
Let's see, that's in the dev diary. Alfred has all of the rules around their growth written in there.
Yep.
And I'm sure he'll post immediately. But let me start looking through some of these. So here's the shellcraft Mauler. Very bitey. Differently bitey, though.
More like Pinchy?
Pinchy. The Weaver looks really cool.
It looks really cool. But that's the Elder, right? Let me see the baby.
I mean, all of them look really nice.
Yeah. But like the Elder look
So
fantastic.
for a long time in development, these were called the protagonist and antagonist ship sets, because we're like, yeah, the Spinobor is very spiky, and this one is very chill.
So the Spinobor was the protagonist, right?
No.
Oh. Stan Seth says that the cheating takes away a lot of the fun of having to sit here until like 23 tonight to show us this.
I'll do the 10-hour playthrough until I can actually build these, right? Oh, I mean, actually, with my attention span, it'll take a lot longer than 10 hours.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
Check this one out. So that's their Titan.
Yep.
Their defense platform is decidedly less spiky and more shelly. Very protective ion cannon here. Nothing to see here. And their Juggernaut.
I think
I love how they like almost breathe.
Mhm.
You know, except obviously not, because they're in space.
Well, maybe they breathe void? Question mark? Besides, stuff that makes no sense. I want to say that those chipsets looks absolutely fantastic, and I think that from what I see from the Twitch chat, everybody agrees.
Meat chips, meat chips,
So-
meat chips, meat chips.
Yeah. And now you know why everybody in the team was so excited to share those with you. Like, Steven has been like this for weeks, as I was saying. Like,
Months.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we've been working on biogenesis since a bit before the Machine Age released.
So we're
That's when
saying
we started doing
March,
our-
April
Yeah,
last year.
something like that is when we started doing the initial designs, because we knew that the Machine Age was going to be good, and that you would want us to follow up with some more.
Have we ever thought about letting players combine ship sets to use multiple ships from multiple sets as the Minoxius?
I mean, you can as a Federation fleet and things like that, and the Galactic Defense Force, but it's actually it would probably be mostly a issue of just bringing up the UI again somehow. We wouldn't need to create a custom UI. It's kind of like why you can't change your flag once the game has started. That's another one that I'd like at some point for you to be able to do. Oh, can I show the Bio Colossus? Yeah, sure.
And
Oh, you're just looking for spoilers, aren't you? Because I'm going to open this and it's going to show off some things I'm not supposed to show yet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I will show it anyway. And I will take very bad...
I learned this trick from
yeah.
from Alfred the other day.
Oh yeah, you can just press enter.
Yeah, you just keep it pressed and ta-da!
Cancel agenda available.
Except I can't because I'll knock over my tea.
Cancel agenda available.
This is teamwork.
Teamwork. He's holding down the enter button.
Yeah, and this is how we decided we wanted to have co-op.
Oops, that was the one I'm not supposed to take.
Situation log has been updated.
Well, that's
Ignore the biomorphosis.
no,
thing
that's
that
on
I
this that's on the
didn't
Steam
mouse over.
page already.
Oh, is it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so up.
Well, not too much detail, but there is a short description of how it works.
Nope, we don't want to. We don't want to do this at all.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Ship designer. What's on our?
The special project has concluded.
Shipyard. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Collapsible stuff. The Kingmaker class. Oh hi, what's up? Their wisdom must be good. Okay, so no, we will not be bullied. We have a Colossus. Venus. I have a devolution beam. Oops. Okay, so let's change that because that was not what I intended to build. Colossus. We need a world cracker. Grah. No.
No, I need to first untick close that window, untick there.
The whole thing was I wanted this to just be. No, let me do the thing that I want. Okay.
Ship upgrades applied.
Okay. Now, which planet do we hate the most? Other than Earth? Because this one. You don't have an arc furnace. You know what happens to things that don't have arc furnaces, right? They have a giant crabby thing. Stand up vertically above it.
And then?
And then we increase speed. Ready?
And then? Come on. Ooh.
Pew! Yay! I know I zoomed in right at the exact wrong time, huh? Boom.
That's so every time I'm like, that's so cool.
What is Venus for?
We had the chat that's having vibes from multiple other universes right now. But yeah. Is this how you celebrate New Year?
Kaboom!
All right.
Oops. I should probably bring up my UI so I can actually see. Okay, so what else do we want to show? I mean, I could hop over to the other game and get the Spinivore Colossus.
Yeah. How will the Weavers... Oh, this is a very technical question, so maybe Alfred can help us here. How will the Weavers support buffs work for classic ships? Will they buff other shipset in a Federation fleet? Allied ships in the same battle?
They will. They will. So, where are you at?
I'm so
Okay,
glad
hello, Weaver.
you're here with me.
I know this one. I know the answer here. So here, weapon target allied ships, weapon focus spread fire. So what this means is that it will target allied ships that are in the fleet, and it will try to not shoot the same ship multiple times in a row. So it will spread out the fire. Meanwhile, other things are enemy ships, weapon focuses single target, everything will go at something. There is a debuff called focus target, which will increase the likelihood that that ship will get ganked by everyone, and so on. Okay, so it's time. I need your help. Hold on, enter again.
Teamwork!
Yay.
Council agenda available.
Let me see. This is a
Council agenda available.
this is a recurrent question. I see
Council
every
agenda
once in a while, I
available.
would say.
Okay, you can stop now.
Are we aware about the loading cursor with the internal planet going faster than the external planet? People
Yeah,
are
it
still
violates
really-
Kepler's law, and it really bothers me.
So
This was one of the things that I was hoping to
Situation
get
log
fixed,
has been
but
updated.
it hasn't percolated up to the top of anyone else's priority list.
yeah, so we would really like to, but again, it's a matter also like, out of all the things we want to do, how important that specific
It's
thing
super
is.
important. It bothers me like crazy. Clearly, a Cosmogenesis Empire created our cursor. Okay, so
Oh, now we have also the in-lore explanation of the
Special
cursor.
project has
Yeah, we do.
concluded.
because
Placid Tea Time was asking, will a ship stop consuming food for growth when it reaches max size?
So we have auras and stuff like that do increase the cost, and it is only for if they are actually growing. I believe that the one that's attached to the starbase also does the same thing. I think you may want to remove the growth organs from fully grown ships, though.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Placid Tea Time, you heard it here first. Just to be safe, remove the growth organs.
Unless Alfred was nicer than I thought, which he might be.
Construction completed. Construction completed. Construction completed.
Oh, we see a lot of people also asking about interactions with fauna ships. Does biogenesis change how the fauna ships works as well, or do they retain their own system?
They have retained their own system. They are still largely the same. This is why when Grand Archive came out, we explicitly said that space fauna are not true bioships for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, absolutely no reason at all. Trust us.
So I also made a Juggernaut because they look awesome. Come here. Hello, Spiky.
Okay, I really have the urge to eat seafood right now.
Okay. And meanwhile... Oh, this is still the Juggernaut. I don't want you. I want the Kingmaker. Oh, let's look at you. Now, this Colossus looks very different from many of the other ones. That's not the planet I can destroy. But that is... Let's destroy the moon.
Tabernacle, you can ask question about incoming DLCs. Today we're going to talk mostly about biogenesis and everything else regarding Shadows of the Shroud and Infernal Species Pack. We are not going to enter in more details other than what's currently on the Steam pages and the trailers. But just to be absolutely transparent, if you have questions about biogenesis, feel free to ask.
Open up.
And then
Oh no, it's opening up its thing.
can you give us any information on the biogenesis civics? I think I can tell you that we're missing one civic in the Steam page.
Oh yeah.
We're
There's a
miss-
surprise civic.
There is a surprise civic.
So yeah, we're putting in one extra.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks we're going to update the Steam page and not that specific.
I blew up the moon.
Okay. I have a question. In the trade monthly income, we have a negative deficit, meaning that we gain trade from it. Is this intended if planets are self-sustaining, is this a better thing? I think that we did talk about
we
it.
talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought that it was the surpluses were actually creating this negative trade logistics. It actually was just that we had our minus signs backwards, so it was giving you trade for the local deficit instead of costing it, and it was also excluding the base amount of everything that your empire creates, which is why it tricked me.
Yeah. So, Idyllic Bloomer, we are so.
It's fixed. It should be fixed in tomorrow's thing, mostly, except for the second half, which will be fixed in next week's update.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so the beta we will be updating next Tuesday. But then after that, we need to unify biogenesis and 4.0 and stuff like that. We're still going to be working on all of the things that were discovered during the beta, and the beta found a huge number of issues that have been extremely helpful for us. So I'm really, really glad that we ran it. But I think that next Tuesday will probably be the last beta build, beta update before release. We will continue having these streams though, every Thursday until biogenesis releases.
So we can also show you
you'll also get to see
significant
some of the things that are continuing and fixing there.
To the 4.0. Will the beta be up and running? Like we're not going to update
I'm
it.
not going to take it down. I'm leaving all of the 6 versions of it or whatever up until release because, that way you can also go back and be like, wow, 3.9.0 was that was a special build. There's a question from Tabernacle. It was wondering about so with biogenesis, the clone army origin, will it be finally able to construct more ancient clone vats with the new genetics Ascension? Maybe. We'll have to ask Alfred.
Okay, so Alfred, if you're in the chat,
I know that clone army was a lot of attention was paid to it because cloning is one of the paths. But we'll be talking more about that sort of stuff later on in Dev Diaries and things.
So the beta will pause updates for a bit while you merge the 2 builds. Awesome. We will not update the beta. So the beta will not be updated. There's going to be another couple of updates until Tuesday, and then we will not update the build on the beta anymore.
We kept a branch with some of the changes, which is what has been the beta until now, and none of the biogenesis stuff in it. Except at this point, the overhead of keeping the 2 branches separate is becoming too much.
Yeah, and we also need to start to see how everything works together, right?
I mean, we have been merging the beta branch into biogenesis regularly, which is why the planet has probably a slightly outdated version of stuff. It doesn't have the
button is not an arrow.
It's stuff, and the button's not an arrow.
It's missing all the beautiful tooltips.
It's basically from a few days ago.
Yeah,
because we update this once a week. Except that is causing lag in fixing some of the biogenesis bugs and things like that. So we need to merge these so we can start moving towards a polished release.
Yep.
We will continue iterating on the planet view and stuff like that, though. It's not done yet.
Yep. And then Alfred says that they have some things planned for Clone Army if they take cloning Ascension, answering the question that.
So I saw someone asked about the army transport, which is why I created these guys over here. And I have my Juggernaut, which is why they have the auras underneath them. And these little nodules, I believe, pop off when they're invading a planet. Which doesn't work in this build, because I broke it.
In the dev diary, it says you can combine the 3 biology trees into one path. How will that work? More on that.
We'll talk about that in a dev diary soon.
Yes.
And then we'll probably end up showing it in one of these streams after that dev diary.
Yeah. So stay tuned for more information about that. Can you tell us anything about the Ascension in Vegan committee statements? That Vegan committee statement is more information coming in the dev diary in the next few weeks, so stay tuned on that.
In the announcement dev diary, I list a schedule of what we're going to be talking about when.
Yeah.
We'll very likely stick to that.
Yeah. And I think that
he yells at me if I change it.
Oh, well, I was about to ask you to change it again. So.
Oh, okay. that
But I
what you
think
say is something
also,
it has to be right.
also in the Steam description there is some very vague description of how Ascension will work. So if you go to,
so we can update that after we release the dev tire.
well, yes, we're going to do we have a couple of updates
You're
to the
saying
Steam
that
page.
the Steam page can give you some information about what we're
There,
doing.
there
that
are
we
some
haven't
hints
actually
there.
talked about.
I'm pretty sure that there are indication on how it works. But again, it's not going to answer the questions you're asking right now. Again,
It is very different from the other ones. I will tell you that.
yeah. Dovon says he loves
Edit that.
Stellaris.
I love Stellaris too.
Ah, wait, we should form a club and get jackets and oh wait. I just noticed the Aureas spin in the wrong direction.
Oh no, I can't unsee that. Why did you tell me that? Wow, that's terrible.
Or
You've ruined Doris. Okay, I'm destroying my
I love how Matthew also Mr. Freak in the video was also writing me and he wrote something Steven will not be able to unsee. I just noticed the aura swing in the wrong direction.
There, no more auras. Auras removed from Stellaris.
There is a way to turn off the aura in the game?
Yes, if you destroy your Juggernaut, then it no longer has an aura.
There you go. That's the way Crazy Man 90. Well, you're called Crazy Man 1994. If there is somebody that should do that just to not to have the auras displayed, that's you. All right, Steven. I think that with auras that cannot be unseen,
They're ruined.
it's 5 p.m. Stockholm time. We've shown a bunch of meat ships. We showed
Meat chips.
all the incredible combinations that you can now have in your city district by creating.
I didn't show all of them. There's there's a lot of them.
Can you name how many there are?
No, I don't remember. But
Okay.
there's a lot. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're updating the beta tomorrow.
Yep.
And then next week. And we're still reading all the feedback. I haven't had as much time as I desire to respond to the open beta feedback, but I am reading it all. Because there's so much to do.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm checking if there are any last second question, but I see
Meat chips. I see a lot of meat chips.
a
Oh, a meat Dyson sphere.
mid Dyson sphere.
That would be sweet.
That would be incredible. All right.
A meatball. We are in Sweden. Anyway.
Okay. No, my first thought, as long as you don't put it on spaghetti, I'm fine. All right. I would say that for today, that's everything. Thanks everybody who joined us for this very crabby stream. Did you like the
Crabby and meaty.
and meaty?
Bitey.
Ooh, that sounds very painful to end up there. Any last words for the chat before we sign off for the week?
Well, we'll be back next week. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for playing Stellaris.
Thanks everybody. See you next week.
See you next week.